Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as Collector75, and welcome back to another Transformers review. Right, another Pretenders review for you. These are the Decepticon Pretender Beasts. Now I never had these as a kid, mainly because I just wasn't into the Pretenders that much, to be honest, plus didn't have a lot of money obviously. And these guys retailed about, I don't know, $10.99, and when you're a kid obviously it's quite a lot. And so you want to make your purchases count, and I just couldn't bring myself to buy them, unfortunately. But obviously as you get older you get a bit more free money and whatever. Unfortunately CARNIVAC here isn't complete. I'm missing his shoulder pads, unfortunately, and just trying to get a couple on eBay is an absolute bloody nightmare. And I'm not buying a complete figure again, to be honest, so I thought I'd just stick with that. If I ever see them, I'll see them. If I don't, I don't. This guy is Snarler, and this is of course his CARNIVAC, as I just said. Right, we're going to start with CARNIVAC. He was probably the most popular of the Pretender Beasts. The Autobot ones weren't that popular at all, but in the comics these two guys did get a lot of feature, especially this fella, because of course he started out as a Decepticon, then turned to the Autobots. And his character was actually quite a lot like Dinobot out of Beast Wars, actually, because he was like obviously the Decepticon at first and then moved to the Autobots, but he was still mainly because he was an honourable character, really. Yeah, anyway, let's talk about the figure anyway. As you can see, he's a Pretender. The shell has absolutely no articulation whatsoever, it just stands there. But the detail is actually really good. I mean, I love the wolf head. Fantastic. And all the fur, sort of like this, been in... Oh, I can't describe it. That's just on the detail on the plastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I do like it. Just a shame they couldn't give it no articulation. Which is a real shame. Of course he does have his gun up there. In the comics he had a longer gun coming off the front, and when I first got this guy, because I don't think he was complete, well obviously not, but I thought he was missing a bit, because if you look at the gun on top there, it does look like it should have had something sticking on the front there, which is a shame, but there we go. Right, anyway, let me get on to transforming this guy. Just take off this, and we're going to crack the shell in half, and then we're going to put that one down there. Take this robot out, just going to put the shell back together and put that over to the back, and then we're left with this, which is the inner robot, well, inner folded up robot of CARNIVAC. We're just going to open out these legs like so, fold these round and fold them like that, fold the legs down. These are a tiny bit loose, these back legs on my one, and then fold this little bloody tail out. He hardly ever wants to come out. There you go, fold his little tail out, and then you can put his little gun back in there. And then we have a robotic version of him, which is of course Wolf. It's a bit short and stumpy, to be honest. Like, this bit's massive, and then he's got such a sort of a small hind part. I know wolves are a bit strange looking like that, but this one just does look a bit weird. Anyway, there we go, there's a nice little head shot there. It's not bad, but not particularly good either, and the feet are a little bit atrocious. They're just flat planks. The transform is ridiculously easy. Flip the tail away, just get the legs out of the way, and then just rotate them around. Keep rotating them around so they don't get in the way of nothing. Just fold them to the back, stand him up, and then rotate his mouth down. Fold these somewhere. No, you don't. We fold them out. And as you can see, he's got little hands just tucked in there. If I can get them out, there we go. So we're going to do the same with this one. Get those out of there like that. And then you can flip these down to just under there. Yeah. Get them out of the back. And of course, that is him. Unfortunately, he does have a lot of kibble. Mainly the top part of the wolf head stays there. It doesn't actually go anywhere. Not as far as I can see, anyway. I mean, it does look like there's a slight hinge in there, but it don't move, believe me. But then you can put his little gun in his little hand. Again, like I said, those legs are a bit loose and they always flip down. But there is CARNIVAC in robot mode. You could have done with some paint detailing on the eyes in robot mode, but yeah, he's a bit short, but there we go. Yeah, right, anyway, this is Snarler. And in the comics, of course, he had a big problem with CARNIVAC because he defected, and he decided to track him down with the new Mayhem Attack Squad, which is, of course, the Decepticon equivalent to the Wreckers. Is he a warthog? I think he's something like that, isn't he? Which is it's another great figure, to be honest. It just looks really good. I've got these shoulder pads on this one, and of course, he comes with a big gun on the top there. very, very good. Just shame no articulation, but it does look great. Right, let's transform this guy, just take that off there. And the same again, crack that open, get the robot out. Close that back up and put that to the back. And this is the folded up Snarler. Exactly the same transformation as CARNIVAC over there. We're just going to flip these legs down. Flip that little tail out the back there. Flip the robot forelegs, whatever they're called, into position. Like so. Put his gun on top, his attack gun. As you can see, mine's broken off a little bit there. I don't think it's gold plastic, I think it just sort of broke off over time. Mind you, it weren't me who did it. And this is Snarler in animal mode. He's like a drill type, dunno, warthog I suppose. Yeah, he's got a drill in the front for some reason, I don't know why. Again, it's okay. The articulation is just the legs will move around and about a bit, but that's it. Right, let's take this fella to robot mode. Exactly the same again as CARNIVAC. Flip this tail away. Just move these round out of the way for a minute. So then we move these around, keep moving them until you're in that position, and you can just move these to the back so you can stand them up. Good thing about these sort of legs on these transformers is you can always use them as steadies, like heel spurs in a way. We get this giant warthog head section and just flip it to the back. It's a massive bit of kibble on the back there, but unfortunately what can we do? Then we just flip these little leg bits forward, creating his robot hands and his very, very stumpy arms. Yeah, and that is Snarler in robot mode. You can put his gun in this hand using the smaller peg, just like CARNIVAC. And that is Snarler in robot mode. It's alright, but it just does suffer from being a pretender, unfortunately. It's got a better head sculpt than CARNIVAC, in my opinion, or at least a bit more decent colour. But yeah, two of the oddest, I'm going to call them odd, they're not bad actually, for what they are, but unfortunately for what they are just not very good. And this is why a lot of people just did not like the Pretenders, because, yeah, okay, they could get over the concept, but just the robots inside were a bit of a letdown. Mainly because they were just folded up cheap things that just had to fit inside a shell, really. Don't know, maybe they got the idea from Kinder Surprise, who knows. Right, anyway, this has been Graham, the Collector 75, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.